my name is Jennifer and I'm Miss Africa Acharya. I'm also a civil engineering student. I'm being hosted today by Keith on this podcast and we're going to be mostly speaking about integrity. Thank you.
Welcome back to Keith Creative Corner with another podcast for you guys. And today I have a lovely guest joining me today. I have so much respect for her. I have Miss Acharya with me, right? I'm honored actually to be here with her. In your own words, like, can you define to me what integrity means to you? Like, when we say integrity, what does it mean to you?
Well, integrity would be not being perfect, definitely.
Not being perfect.
Not being perfect and not being someone who doesn't make mistakes. I would say integrity is being complete.
So what you are when no one is looking. That's exactly. I agree what you say.
That's it.
You don't have to, because I think like if we say integrity involves perfection, no one will have integrity, because integrity does not involve perfection.
Yes. So I'll give an example of a pizza. You know, in a pizza, right?
Exactly.
It has different slices.
I'm
not sure, but some is 12, some medium.
Exactly.
So these slices that are there, right? Those are like the attributes that make up someone, right? Or we could say somebody's habits, attitudes, or we could say this pizza, right? When you take a slice, it is you take a slice, it's like a piece of the whole entire pizza, right? So when you talk about integrity, we have certain characters that people portray. When you meet your pastor, you act a different way. When you meet your friends, you also act a different way. That's like a piece of the pizza, right?
It's like your life is divided.
So you say when someone meets you in that form, they meet a slice of you, not the whole you. So that's how it is, right? But then when you talk about integrity, we are saying the completeness of the pizza. That's something that's whole, that's something that's complete, right? So that's the example I want us to work with when we're looking at integrity.
So you don't say you have a piece of this is my church life, this is my school life, I'm like this when I'm at home, I'm like this when I'm at church, because the same person I'm seeing today, like you should stay true to yourself, right, when it comes to integrity. It's like you don't behave differently because you are in different scenarios. You should be the Jennifer I know when I'm talking to you. You should be the Jennifer we know when you're talking, whether it's the pastor or the one. It's like you don't change character based on the world around you. Let's discuss the fundamentals of what are the guiding principles of integrity. What is it like? What guides it?
I think that the first fundamental that you have to know is be yourself.
Be yourself.
Be authentic. Be unapologetically Keith. Unapologetically Jennifer. Jennifer is Jennifer. There's no copy of Jennifer, right? You have to be one of a kind. You just have to be yourself, act yourself. That's the first thing you have to acknowledge.
I struggled with that, actually, being myself. Early primary school, I was a totally different kid, you know, very much introverted. I never really expressed myself. But stepping into high school, you kind of come out of your shell a little bit, because
especially when you're in an environment where there are many different characters. You're going to find out that you're going to try and take some attributes of somebody else's
and just apply them into your own.
That can happen. That can definitely happen. That's possible, right? But then I would advise being yourself. And then the second thing would be, you have to acknowledge that the whole integrity thing is contributed by the people around you.
By the people around me. It's like they say, as much as you don't want to think about it, you are actually influenced by someone. Do you know that?
Definitely.
But somehow, even subconsciously, you are influenced by the world around you.
Like you take how your friends act. Or even if you are to take a situation where the kind of music your friends listen to.
You sort of.
If you look, they rub off on you. They really do rub off on you, and you start listening to that kind of music.
Why did you start loving this kind of music?
You see, and you even ask yourself, why am I listening to this kind of music? But it's because of your friends. So that's how it is. Integrity is mostly influenced by the people around you.
Around me,
And then the other thing is, you have to acknowledge that you have weaknesses. You make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes, right? You make mistakes. There are times when you do make mistakes. Sometimes unknowingly you make those mistakes, right? So these weaknesses, the minute you acknowledge that you make mistakes, then you have to work on the mistakes. Work on the weakness. Improve on the strength, work on the weakness. That's how it works. And you have to also reflect on your character. Am I really
staying true to myself?
Because you said you have to be yourself, be authentic. So the minute you work on yourself, right, each and every day you meditate, am I myself? Am I in character, right? Because who will definitely look at you. You know, when you speak, most people, they will remember what you say.
Exactly.
But most people, usually, they take note of what you do.
Okay.
So your actions really mean a lot. And we say integrity there, it is how you are acting in certain situations. So you're saying how you're acting is actually going to influence how people are going to view you. So it's more based on how you act. You have to understand that when you have a certain type, or we say principles that govern you, right? You know, when people say, when girls say, I have my rules, I have my principles, that's obviously most people would say, oh, that's rubbish, what are they saying? But definitely there's integrity on its own. Having those rules, having those principles that guide you, that govern you. Everybody else may not understand, and in most cases people don't understand. They're like, what is
there's this I don't know, it's like a respect you give yourself when you stay true to your words. Like, you see, if you say, I don't curse, you know,
that's very true.
I'm inspired by if he sees it, Brother Owen. So this other time when we're having a session, boy session, like prayer time, right? It's like I made this rule to myself that I won't curse. I won't say bad words. And it's been a thing which has stayed true for years.
Well, that's what I was saying, like your family influences your integrity as an individual. Like in my family, if you're to say any curse word, you'll get beaten, you know, African mothers.
I want to know, like, as a young person, right? What are some of the things in your own life that you are staying true to yourself when it comes to upholding your integrity? It's like, for me, I can tell you, one thing, as a man, I promised myself that one, I won't curse. I don't curse. I might do, but maybe by mistake. You know, like what we say, integrity is not does not mean perfection. We do miss it sometimes. And also one thing, it's something which as a man, you know, as a man who's serving Jesus Christ, you'll be like, you know what, it doesn't feel right, I won't do it. Watching porn in general, I think it's something which is affecting lots of young people. But it just goes on to say, if you say, I don't watch such stuff, I don't want to engage in such stuff. This is something you say to yourself. Each time you are in that lonely place, because I feel like they say the truest form of you as a person is what you are when no one is watching. How you act when there are no eyes around you, when it's only you, the one person, what you engage in. That's not what makes your true character. What you might showcase for us in public, this and this and that. It kind of gives me this vibe of politicians, right, in general. And they say something, this is what my plan is, I want to do this, my people, I love you. But in general, there's like this greed inside, like I'm in it for money, you know what I mean? It's like there's not like that staying true to yourself. You are in it, but you are not in it for the people, right? So anyway, I'm trying to say, it's like what you are when no one is watching, that's true to you. Same with me. I don't curse, I don't watch porn, because these are things which I stay true to myself. Like I won't do that. You see what I mean? I
feel like it's the same with me. I don't curse. And another thing, I have been trying to apply integrity in my life. Like let's say wishing others good. Like most people don't realize that sometimes we wish other people their lives don't go well. Or just seeing people doing well, and you think, instead of saying, oh, this is good, this is nice, I wish it goes well, the people will just feel like, I want to say something bad. I hope it goes bad. I hope it goes haywire. You understand? Like, that's how people are. But then I don't want to be that kind of person. So in most cases, I tell myself, when I see someone doing something good, I speak a blessing. I just say, I hope it lasts. I hope it goes well. I hope this really does go well. So like even speaking ill of people unnecessarily, there is just gossiping, right? But there is speaking ill of someone, like noting the things that are really bad about someone and just putting them out there. That's something that people have to learn. Like you have to move away, step by step, right? So there was this example I was given, like when you want to get away from things that are not good for you, right? Let's say certain habits that are not good for you, right? You don't say, I want to get away. Like, it's like when I want to go to church from here, I don't say I want to move away from the hostel to church. But what do? I just start moving in the direction of the church. So it's the same situation when you have certain things that you want to incorporate in your character, things like integrity, like things like not speaking ill of other people. Those are things that you have to live by, right? Though Sometimes we fail. We fail,
yeah.
So you have to understand that our mind is designed in such a way that the minute you start incorporating something, setting something habit in it, and then you find yourself walking in that direction, right? So you say I don't curse. What's the opposite of cursing? You bless.
Exactly.
So you start blessing. That's simple. Like if you say I will never, what can I say, lower my standards and act in a certain way, right?
Yeah, exactly.
What's the opposite of that?
Yeah.
Act higher up. Exactly. That's just simple. Like anything, any situation, you don't have to struggle with getting away from something. Yeah. You just have to move in a certain direction. The minute you're moving in a certain, you can only serve one master and you can only move in one direction.
Exactly.
So you find yourself moving in only one direction. That's how
it comes back to what you said earlier. It's a reflection.
Yes.
It's like there are certain things we do subconsciously. This other day we were having a conversation about food, right?
Yes.
See, it also made me kind of reflect, like where you came from and the fact that at least you're getting to eat food, right? But you find out like sometimes it's kind of a difficult thing because you find yourself like, I don't like this, and so, but it's
we
like,
are human. We do that. It's so easy to do that. Most people would, being grateful, being appreciative, we want to do that.
Exactly.
But then we are human, we make mistakes. Sometimes you just feel like saying. And recently I've been thinking, like everything that I come across, I take it as a lesson. I just look at it and I say, what have I learned from this?
What have I learned from the situation?
Because the point is to grow. The point is to grow, the point is to learn. So if we're not growing, then we definitely are dead.
Yeah, exactly.
That's one thing that can actually show that you're alive. You're learning, every day you're learning. That's why people think being in school is all you've got to learning, but then learning never stops. We are always learning.
You heard that?
Every day you're always learning.
Learning is a lifelong process. It's like you learn every day. So don't beat yourself. Like definitely we all fall.
I used to also beat myself. Like when I made mistakes, I used to. I'm someone who really stresses a lot about a lot of things. Like when I make a mistake, I'm like, how did I do that? What am I going to do? Like
Exactly.
I take note of very small things and they really affect me.
Yeah.
So integrity is not something that someone is born with.
It's something you develop.
No one is born with integrity. Every day we learn to have integrity. We learn from the people around us. We learn from our friends. Our friends. We learn from our friends, and we also learn from our family. We learn from a lot of people, our teachers. We are learning. So if you're someone, and I've noted that if you want to learn, be in a position to learn every time.
Exactly.
So every time you speak to someone, say, I'm going to learn something. Tell yourself, I'm going to learn something.
Yeah.
That will really help you.
Exactly,
That way you grow as an individual. So the main point is to grow.
Do you think living a life with integrity is a tough life? Do you think it's tough? Integrity in general, is it tough?
Yeah. It's very tough. Like, take for example, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Yes.
Those guys, they had a really tough situation. You can imagine the king was saying, increase the fire. And he said, if you don't eat, I'm throwing you in the fire.
Exactly. Whoa, you're forced to stake
the pressure is real. But they were like, no, we are standing firm on our faith. We are going to stand firm. We are not going to be moved. So that's the same situation we experience every day. And in case you don't know, right, most biblical things that happened, you're experiencing them every day. The pressure is there every day.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes you find yourself like, just like for example, you find yourself in situations where you're really pushed to a corner, right?
Yeah.
You're like wondering, how am I supposed to get out of this?
Exactly.
The pressure is real. I've noted something. Anything that's easy, you pay the price for it.
You pay the price, exactly.
So it's better to pay the price of the hard way right now. And actually enjoy something, and you get rewarded for having that integrity later on. Not now, but later on. Right?
Yeah, it all goes to show us, like, in general, just living a right life in general is a bit tough.
It's very tough.
But it does have rewards. It's tough always, like living on the principles of honesty, living the right life.
Yeah, but it's tough, yes, but I've noticed something like you have to celebrate the wins, celebrate the times when you do it, and celebrate and think it as something good. So which means tomorrow you're going to work towards doing it again because it makes you happy, right?
When you are trying to integrate integrity in your own life, right, you are also forcing with the forces of the people around you, what society might say, what you see other people doing. In a way, for them, it's moving so well, actually. And that's the thing is that with living in the world, it's like those that are not in the Lord, or those that are not walking the right ways, like they have it so easy for them. It is always flowing for them. But that one person, you.
Do you know why it's difficult for you to, when you are not in the Lord, why it's so easy when you are not in the Lord?
Exactly, yeah.
The devil he works like this. Like the minute you are in the Lord, he knows you are going to, because the main goal for us is to make exploits for the kingdom of God, right?
Exactly.
It's to win people for the kingdom of God, right? So the minute he knows that you know God, you're walking in the right path, you're stopping what he wants to do. Because what he needs is a vessel to use. On earth, as long as we are on earth, anything that is going to happen through men. So he needs someone who can do it. The main enemy is the devil. Look at him and say, the devil is my enemy. Your tete is being used by the devil to get to you. Anybody else around you is being used by the devil to get to you. The minute you are not in the Lord, right? The devil knows that you are not going to win exploits for the kingdom. Why would people rob an empty bank? Honestly, why would you go and rob an empty bank?
Yeah, you would.
It's not necessary.
It's not necessary.
It's a loss. Like, why would you invest in tormenting someone who is helping him?
But the moment you try to walk straight,
the minute you are with the Lord, then he has to fight you, because he knows, this one is against me. This one, no. This one will be a great someone.
So I like it actually when Paul says, find it joy, my brothers and sisters, when you fall into trials.
Yeah, that's very true.
It is a sign. It
is a sign. In most cases, you never. That's the first thing that can really show you which path you're on.
Yeah, exactly.
Most people are like, I'm not sure if I'm for the Lord. I'm very sorry. You already know. As for many are the trials of a righteous person, but the Lord will save him from all of them, right? So we have already been promised trials.
Exactly.
We have already been promised whatever it may be, financial problems. The matter of you just conquering and understanding that the Lord said you get you out of everything. So it's the same situation. So
I would actually like to take this opportunity to encourage a fellow brother or fellow Christian out there, or anyone who is a Christian or someone who's trying to know Jesus anymore. The moment or the day you decide to follow Christ, right?
Yes.
Don't be discouraged. I think it's like one of the characteristics of you moving the right way. The moment you decide to walk the right ways, that is when things start to get tough in a way.
Yes,
but
sometimes they get out of control. You're like looking at it and you're like, is this what I signed up for?
I still think at this point, this is where most people give up in a way, because the lack of knowledge.
The same thing like when you're talking about integrity, right? Like the minute you're trying to walk in integrity, right? Then more problems.
More
situations that challenge your integrity, they start coming.
I read this from a friend. It's like he's saying, kid, the moment I try to connect with God, bad things start happening to me.
That's very true.
It's like,
that's very I'm an example of that. It really happens. It's not something that's fictional or something that we can speak of. I know that. I really know that. And honestly, sometimes it's like I expect that something there is coming. I know, and it's like you prepare yourself. So that's why he says, wear fully the armor of God.
Exactly,
why do you think you'd be told to wear fully the armor? This was they know there is a battle coming. There is definitely a battle coming.
Exactly.
So your armor, you have to wear that armor of yours, right? So it's like you have been told, prepare. It's coming.